And so has Dovizioso.
Hope we can do the whole race without any physical problem, and Dovi, yes, he found something today.
Look at this. And it's a hard front, medium rear for Quartararo and medium for Petrucci, who will start from third, looking for his first ever Moto.
For the Premier Class riders, Marc Marquez starts on pole position, ahead of Fabio Quartararo and Danilo and Andrea Dovizioso ahead of his 300th Grand Prix start. Nakagami, Polaspargo on the all-Spanish row 5. Carol Abraham, out Oliveira and Andrea Iannone on the factory Aprilia. That is your podiums now tied with Australian legend Mick Doohan, 20 pole.
Left corner, and away we go. Good start there from the second row for Franco Morbidelli. Not so there for Fabio Quartararo. It's Tito Rabat that's not going to
the second for the LCR man.
Honda, Ducati. Cal Crutchlow with a brilliant start himself.
Where he wants to be, position A in the lead.
Nightmare start for Fabio Quartararo and Franco Morbidelli with a lot of work.
Awful start for the Frenchman.
Dovizioso thinking about a move there. Will he wait until the start finish straight? We're on board here with your race lead. 2 for 1 into turn 1. Jack Miller goes up into third.
Yeah, Cal Crutchlow's getting a bit beaten up here.
Maverick Vinales just behind Pecco Bagnaia. This is the race start from Marc Marquez.
Gremlins have returned.
Quartararo then down in 8th place. He's got good rhythm though, so he's just got to try and be patient here. He's just behind the Rins. We're now looking back from Danilo Petrucci. Sorry, from Jack Miller to Alex Rins.
Did. The issue is in the race. They're so slow on the straight. They're not going to slipstream anybody. They're going to get past. Fabio,
who's actually must have made a mistake himself because he's just dropped way back, Quartararo. I don't know what's just happened there, but it's Marquez. Keep an eye on then the blue bike of Alex Rins in third place, trying to find a way through now on Dovizioso. We're on board with him now.
But the horsepower advantage of the Ducati clear for all to see.
So Marquez it is still from Dovi, now Petrucci.
Petrucci then up into second place now. He takes the fight to Marc Marquez. Petrucci looking for back-to-back. And Marc Marquez, he leads the Italian Grand Prix. He leads for the first time this season.
Here comes the other Ducati, but Marquez says, no, you don't. He goes into turn 1.
Coming to the fore as well. Alex Rins, in the blink of an eye, Marc Marquez has gone from first down into 5th place. Big questions being asked of Marc Marquez. Not too many were asked of him in Jerez and Le Mans last time out.
Can he hold it though into turn 1?
That was tight. How tight was that between Rins and Marquez? Franco Morbidelli has cracked. Having an absolute misery in Mugello.
Marc Marquez there trying to find a way back through.
Now Dovizioso, his modus operandi in the past, Steve, has been sometimes to get the thing Grand Prix. And while Petrucci, Marquez and Miller slug it out, it's just giving Andrea Dovizioso.
Just missed the incident there from Rins and Marquez, but then watch this contact between Miller and Marquez. Marquez almost.
For Marquez, Rins and Miller contend their own personal duel. Cal Crutchlow just keeping a watching brief at the moment. Cal Crutchlow pretty quickly. Nakagami's got his hands full dealing with Fabio Quartararo, who's got a second buffer over
Dovi, Petrucci, Rins, Marquez. There's Pecco Bagnaia, fastest rookie, just up ahead of Nakagami and Quartararo. Turning bike and can turn like on a sixpence on that Honda.
And the lead group of 6 is now 7. The fastest lap of the race was by Petrucci, a 47.7. Dovizioso's last lap was a 48.8.
Comes the other side of him and powers past the pair of them as they try and get these machines stopped.
Blink and you'll move a little bit, and because he couldn't pass the Ducati on the straight, he was just holding him up. I just wonder here in this race, for Alex Rins has gone into Ducati in this podium battle, and race pace all weekend, Maverick Vinales has looked pretty strong. It's been a tough
one. Jack Miller on the yellow and black Ducati just a bit hot in there, but they all bunch up. Cal Crutchlow still there in 6th. Here comes Marc Marquez in 3rd. Is there an opportunity appearing for the Repsol Honda rider now with Rins in 4th?
Fast old tumble for Valentino Rossi, is it? That's where he's gone down. Front Arrabbiata 2.
Corner, and the bike's smoking away here as well, so it must have caught fire.
Well, there's that mechanic
towards Andrea Dovizioso. This is turn 9 where Valentino Rossi just went down a moment ago.
See, look what happened over the last couple of years. A Honda slipstreaming a Ducati just shows how much horsepower, how much grunt Takeo Yokoyuchi. Yeah, as soon as it got into the 147s again, Crutchlow and Nakagami can't get out.
Find a way back past Marc Marquez to make it a factory Ducati 1-2. Still plenty of time left in
Grand Prix. There is Nakagami. Crutchlow is going to have his hands full of 2 Yamahas as well, because Quattararo and Vinales are bare.
Dovi, Rins, Miller. These 5 at the moment are all linked together. There's 8 laps to go. Simon.
Yes, just a couple of observations to talk about Jack. What I've noticed from Le Mans to here, Jack's learnt to do the lap time.
His first top 6 of the year as well. That's going to escape Fabio Quattararo. All part of the learning curve, which is pretty steep. Teammate next year, Ducati will never in a million years cut him loose. For me, he's already the favourite.
Who might just be struggling a bit here with either fatigue or maybe a bit of tyre life. Just trying to find a way to get himself back up into the top 8. Here we go, back to the top 4. Danilo Petrucci.
Well, he grabbed the inside bit of tarmac, Andrea Dovizioso. He knew if he kept it firm on the brakes, there was just no way for
space. 0.3 of a second he has over his teammate Andrea Dovizioso. Into the final corner, and there'll be 4 laps to go. Marquez looking to get himself now in line to pull off a bit of slip in favour of Dovi. On board now with Marc Marquez in 3rd.
And Dovizioso's piled the broke. He is going to go for broke. Up the inside of Dovizioso, down into Scarperia. We've had our answer emphatically already.
Yeah, Petrucci, he made it.
We're about to start the countdown to 3 laps to go in what's been a memorable Mugello Grand Prix.
Petrucci gave him a nod in Le Mans and said thank you so much to Dovizioso for believing in me.
So Petrucci really difficult, and of course of that top 4 he's got the slowest motorcycle, so he can't slipstream. Best ever finish in the MotoGP World Championship.
Yeah, brilliant ride from Nakagami. I cannot argue with that at all. Down into turn 1 again. Here comes Dovi. Danilo Petrucci has lost out on victory agonisingly on a couple of occasions before. Some speed in that final corner, and he doesn't want to be forgotten about here either. We begin the final lap.
Oh, all 3 of them almost had contact. Petrucci ran the title line, picked up Dovizioso, he picked up
Cifelli, the left-hander.
Petrucci half a lap away from a famous, fantastic...
Dovi's getting close as well. We're entering the final sector shortly.
Well, it's going to be all about surely a move into the final corner. Bacchini, can Marquez get it?
Petrucci! He's done it! Petrucci's dream is realised! He is a moto...
Thought about quitting MotoGP. He thought about walking away from MotoGP.
What you think of your boy Danilo?
Yeah, you know, Danilo did a fantastic race today. Fantastic.
Oh, that was close. So close. Wow, I tell you what.
Both of the Ducatis going into San Donato, he must have thought, yeah, I've timed this to absolute perfection.
Andrea Dovizioso was involved in a great race there. He will be disappointed.
He said, the pre-event press conference, you know, I can't get a competitive...
Matt, it's not just that, but it's Mugello.
Absolutely.
It's he.
Yeah, because everybody was saying, well, you know, he's been chosen to replace Jorge Lorenzo. He's not good enough to replace Jorge.
Incredible scenes, one that will live always in the memory of Danilo.
Wait, I would imagine that he's not had a win since probably European Superstock.
Yeah, so all the race it was very difficult. We managed the grip because the temperature was so high, more than yesterday.
His career, it is Andrea Dovizioso. And to be fair to Andrea Dovizioso, he's welcomed Petrucci.
Marc Marquez extends his lead in the World Championship to 12 going.
Yeah, today we already say Thursday, but also we say yesterday that today was time to defend. And we
hang in there for as long as he could and then try and pounce on the last lap. It looked like he'd executed that plan A to perfection, but then he just didn't quite get it.
It's unbelievable. In the best place of the world. Yeah, I start to go on track, and it's unbelievable because in front.
Hot, small margins in MotoGP. Petrucci pounced, lifted up Dovizioso. He then tangled with Marc Marquez. Has come to fruition. Pleasure to be here, not only just to witness it, but to commentate on it. Years ago in 2017, when he stood on the podium in front of the... Yeah, well, like we said, Simon, he's such a like of appearances for Andrea Dovizioso, and he marks that special milestone. The man in Mugello that has won for the first... I think it's fair to say these images will be featuring fairly prominently in the Petrucci household in the MotoGP World Championship, edging ever close to the half-century. Giovanni Fabioliano Petrucci, the 28-year-old Italian, his 8th podium finish, his first ever MotoGP victory. The crowd go wild. Ducati.
And he's getting a face full of Prosecco as well from both Dovizioso and Marc Marquez.
The Rossi fans will be leaving in their droves, disappointed after he crashed out mid-ride. First time in Mugello, takes the win in a classic encounter from Marc Marquez. Fabio Quartararo rounding out the top 10 with Aleix Espargaro, Joan Mir, Jorge when he crashed with 8 laps to go. Pecco Bagnaia also was right.